tutorial.
Mm-hmm. Have you understand anything in that?
Yeah, it was clear. Whatever you have taught, and it was clear to me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so today we will discuss about increment, decrements, static blocks and all. So these all are the part of core of Java, core concept of Java. So I'm sharing my screen, and after that also we'll go for the some of the theoretical form tutorials only, because based on that programming I have created. So I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. Yeah, so these all are related for section 2. Application 2 is a part of increment decrement. So I taken some of the examples. Based on that, what all will be the scenarios where we will do the increment decrement, and how this value will be assigned from increment decrement. And after that we'll go from the different sections that is related for some statics methods and all. So we'll go for the first program. This is from A. So here I have declared one package, that is package section 1 app 2. So app 2 is a package. Inside that all the .java files will be there. So this is the package I created. Inside one class is there. Class is A. And we have open braces, close braces. Inside that main method is there. So main method is a gateway of all the program. So whatever the class you are writing, in that main method should be there. So inside the main method, or maybe whatever the main method, inside that operations will be there, that will be performed. So here we declare integer I equal to 0. So I is a variable which is in type, and value is a 0 here. Now we need to print this system.out.println. So there I plus plus means what will be the output here, because I is 0 assign. Now we are doing some reassign here by using increment. So this is a post increment. So first I value will be the 0 here, and after that we are doing I plus then plus. So that is post increment. So we have a increment, we have a decrement, we have a post increment, we have a post decrement, we have a pre increment and pre decrement. So these all is what is this and when to use and how we are using that. So this is a post increment. So post increment will be after the assign variables name. So this is the variable's name. Inside after that plus plus is there. So this is a post increment. So post increment will work after so the assigning the next value, whatever the next value will be there, variables will be there, in that it will work. So suppose here I equal to 0 is there, and now in this SOP line number 8 I plus plus is there, means here 0 plus plus means increment by 1. So right now SOP will print here 0 only, and the next line whatever again I will be there, that will be print from 0 plus 1, because here this will be assigned 0 plus 1 increment is there, plus means 0 plus 1 equal to 1, increase by 1. So this plus means increase by 1. So this will happen in this next line, not in next I, not in the same I, because post increment only it will be call the same numbers, and next line will be increment, that will be increased. So here if you see the output, the first line number 8 will be 0, because I value is 0 here, and they assign here only, they assign here 0 plus 1 equal to 1, but this will be printed in the next of I if required, or if you are calling next I, in that the output will be 1, because that is a reassign I plus plus means I plus plus means 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So like this that this will work. So if we'll go for the next program here, So here see output I equal to 0 is there. Now here this is a decrement I minus minus. So this is also is a post decrement. So post decrement will work on the uh, next call of I. So here by default I equal to 0 and I, so 0 minus minus is there, 0 minus decrement by minus 1. So the output will be minus 1 in the next I. If you are calling next I, then in that time this I will be minus 1 will be their output. So if you run this program, so this is called post increment and decrement. So see, first is the 0 because this is assigned as a 0 I value, and this operation will perform on the next call I minus minus. So I minus means 0 minus, a minus means minus 1 will be. So if you do 0 minus 1 equal to minus 1 will be the output from the next I. Like that we have a, this is post increment and post decrement. This is post increment and this is post decrement. Now we will go for the next. So see here I and j, there are two variables are there. So first variable initialized with 0, second variable initialized with I plus plus. So here j value will be 0 only because I have 0. So in this I plus plus we are doing that, but this I value will be increased by the next I, not here. So the j value also is right now is 0. Now we are printing I plus j value. So I value is 1 because 0 plus this 0 was there, 0 plus increment by 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1, and j value is 0 because here the I initializations was 0 only. After that this post increment operation will work on the next. If we will run here, see the output is 1 or 0. So j value is 0. Understand? So same we have a increment, and right now we are going for the decrement. So I is 0 and j is a I minus minus means decrement. So this decrement will work on the next I because this is I minus minus is happening. So this will happen on the next I if required. So here 0 minus 1 means minus 1 will be called, and j is 0 by default because I we are calling I, so that initialized as a 0, j equal to 0, and this post increment will happen on the next int variable of I. So if we run this program, in that also we will get minus 1 and then 0. So like this next program is here, like I equal to 0 I already there, and j equal to I plus plus. See here two operations is happening here. One is I plus plus, and then again they made plus, and after that I. So what will happen? I is 0. In the next line of 8, j equal to I means here 0. First is 0. 0 plus plus operation is there. So this will be post increment. So post increment will happen for the next call of I. So next call is here. Means this is the 0. This one is the 0 part. And this is the 1 part. 0 plus 1. Because post increment. So this is 1. 0 plus 1 means 1. So in line number 8 only j value will be 1 here, because the second call is happening in here only with the plus addition, right? So if you'll print this SOP I plus j, in that cases we'll have a 1 and 1 because I value is right now I value is 1 because this value is 1, not 0, because this is reinitialized. 0 was there, here also 0 was there, and after that they reinitialize with post increment. So right now the updated I value is 1 and even j value is also 1. So the output will be 1 and 1. Are you able to understand this all? Can everyone confirm?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Firoz, Bubbly, Anjali, Anita, you know.
Yeah. Um,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so like that we have a multiples are there, like what all are the scenario will be created that you can create from yourself, but I created for myself based on the concept understanding. So this is like I equal to 0 here, and here we are doing multiple operations. This is a uh, see I equal to 0 is there, and in j value we have a first 0 because this is a post increment, so the initial value is 0 here, and the next call of I, that will be increment by 1. So 0 plus I equal to 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. So 0 plus 1 again. Right now current I value is 1, so 1. Here again we have a post call, like sorry, post increment. So 1 plus 1 in the next line, not here. So right now 1 is there, and that will increment by 1 in the next I call. So next I call 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So the output here was 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 equal to 4. So the j value is 4, but I value is current I value is initialized with I equal to 2. So what will be the current I value is a 2, and j value is 4, correct? See, the same 2 and 4 is there. After that I'll ask some of questions here, like here also I equal to 0, j equal to I plus plus is there. So 0, and this will be increment by 1 in the next I. So here 1, again we have a post increment, so 1 plus 1, that will be in next line. So right now 1 is there, so 0 plus 1, and here 1 plus 1 is 2, and again there is some increment. So multiple increment, multiple decrement, multiple post increment, multiple post decrement, multiple pre increment, multiple pre decrement we can do. It depends on the requirement. So suppose if you'll go for any project, there we have a requirement, we can do this type of things, then easily we can calculate, we can do that. So here I equal to 2 was there, and that is initialized here, and 2 plus 1 again increment by 2 plus 1 is 3, that will be initialized in the next line here. So 0 1 2 3 means 6, so total 6 is the j value, and current I value is 3, so this will be printed. So if you run this program like that, you can practice. We have a multiple post increment decrement examples also will be there. So like that you can practice and do this. Here see, we have a decrement, same we have a decrement is there, post decrement, this is called post decrement. If pre decrement will be there like this will be pre decrement. If pre increment means this is a pre increment. So first increase the value, then we have to initialize like that. So that also will be considered in the next program. So this is the pre increment, post increment. So I value is 0, and here I value is 0 with minus 0 minus 1, because this is post decrement. So 0 minus 1, that will be initialize here. So 0 minus 1 means minus 1. So current value is minus 1 of I. Again minus 1 here, but this again they are doing post decrement. So minus 1 is minus 2, because post decrement will happen, current value is minus 1, and again we are doing minus 1. So minus 1 equal to minus 2. So the current value is I of minus 2, and total is 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 equal to minus 4. So the j value will be minus 4, and then I value will be minus 2. If you will run this program, you will get this. So again we have a always we can change the variables name and all I j k anything, but here we are doing again in post decrement. So like that you can calculate. And the next we have like this increment and decrement both are there. So in that cases how we will calculate? So I x equal to 0 is there. Here y x plus plus means x initial value will be the 0 and next value will be x plus 1 means 1. Now again we have a current value is 1. Now we are doing decrement, so 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So that will be happen in the next value, so that will be 0. X equal to current value is 0. Here 0 1 plus 1 plus 0 equal to 2. So the y value is 2 and x value is 0. So if you run this program, so like that we can calculate either any number of increment decrement will be there in the programming. So just we have created multiple program to understand your business or logic, why we are doing and when or how we will calculate this. So here we have also like a increment decrement, so according to that you can calculate. Can anyone tell me what will be the output here for I and j value? We have a package is section 1 dot app 2 inside class L.
I will be
Oh,
0. Yeah,
I will
I
be
will be
0.
0.
Okay.
And here 0 plus 1, and then I is 1, and
So
then
what will be the final I value and j value in line number 9 or
final
10?
I final I value will be 0.
Okay.
Okay, and J will be, okay, let me just calculate J. 0 plus 1, because I will, J value will be 1, as per me. 1 second. Yeah.
Can everyone ping me through chat if what will be the I value and j value here? Just a minute. I and j value. Can everyone please?
0 and 2.
See here, uh, I equal to 0 here and the j is 0 plus plus means the current I value is 0 and that will be reinitialized with 0 plus 1 in this next. So 0 plus 1. So here 0 plus 1. This is the 0 and this is increment by 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1 and here also will be 1 and then decrement by 1. So decrement by 1 means 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. And the j value. Haven't got any chat from anyone. What will be the output?
I said that 0 and 2 will be the output.
Yeah, any others? Rita, Anjali, please.
Yeah, I do.
Firoz. If I'll run this program, we'll see this. So 0 plus 2 will be the output. Because whatever I do, the current will be 0 plus 1 plus 1 minus 0. So the I value will be the 0 and j value is 2. So like that you have to practice all this. So here now we will consider, we already covered post increment, post decrement. Now this is a pre increment. What is the difference between pre increment and post decrement, post increment? So pre increment will initialize first, then we will declare. So here I was 0, so here only we are increasing by 1. 0 plus 1 means 1, so the I value will be 1 here, means we are adding in the before only. But in post increment we are reinitializing in the next line, but here we are reinitializing before only, before calling this variable. So I equal to 0 means 0 plus plus means 0 plus 1 equal to 1, so I value is 1, like this. So same we'll have a increase decrement also. Before only we need to decrease the value, so I equal to 0 minus 1, so value will be minus 1. The same we have I, and here we have a pre increment. So I equal to 0 and j equal to 0 plus plus, because pre means before only we need to increase. If plus plus is there, increase by 1. If minus minus is there, decrease by 1. So 0 plus 1 means 1. So I value is 1, j value is 1, because I value, current I value is 1 and current j value is 1. So same here I equal to 0, j equal to minus minus I is there, means pre decrement. So decrement means minus 1. So 0 minus 1 equal to minus 1 of I and minus 1 of j, because both are minus. What will be the output of for this? I equal to 0, so
I will be 1 and J will be 2.
j will be,
2.
yeah, correct. So here we are doing I equal to 0, 0 plus 1 equal to 1, and here current value is 1, so the same 1 1 2, j value is 2 and current I value is 1. So like that we have a multiple increment, multiple decrement, multiple post increment, multiple post decrements, and all will be there. We have to calculate and then finalize the output of I and j. So I equal to 0 here, so I is pre decrement, means 0 minus 1 equal to 1, minus 1. So minus 1, and current I value here minus 1, so means minus 1 minus 1, then minus 1, and again here again they are doing pre decrement, means minus 1 means minus 2, and the current I, sorry, so minus 2, and then current I value is minus 2. So like that we have to calculate what will the I value and j value. So if we'll print here I and j, so we'll get this I equal to minus 2, because current I value was minus 2, and if you'll add on subtract this, so after that you'll get minus 6. So like that we have a same pre decrement, multiple pre decrement is there, and current I and j value. So like that you can calculate and see the answers for this. So we have a post in pre decrement, pre increment are there, and after that we are calculating of the I and j value. Can someone tell me the what is the current output for this program I and j? Because we have a pre increment, post decrement, post increment, and post decrement, all are there. So what will be the I and j value here? Everyone please.
Looks like I equal to 0 and j equal to 1. Thoughts of into.
Anita, can you confirm? Anjali, Babli, Firoz. If you are able to understand this increment decrement, so easily you can run this program here. We'll get a 0 and 0. How? Because I value
So
is
j
0 here.
equal to, yeah. So j I is right and j equal to, it become 1, right? And j
Yeah,
equal
so
to
the
1
first is,
as
see here,
below. Mm,
first is 0 and then post
yeah.
increment is
It
there, so
become
that will be 0 plus,
1.
in this line is a 1, this line is a 1,
Yeah.
sorry, this line is a 1. Now this line is also 1 and after that in decrement is there, so this line also have 1. Okay,
Mm.
so 0 1 1. Now they are doing decrement, so 1 minus 1 equal to 0, so here
Minus 1.
again 0, correct?
This become 2, right?
Yeah, so here 0, this is 0 and this
Mm-hmm.
is 1, correct? And here also 1,
Yeah.
so 1 minus
Yeah.
1, 1 minus 1 equal to 0,
Again 0. Yeah.
correct? So here 0. Now this is 0 right now, so that will be pre-decrement. 0 minus 1 equal to
Again.
minus 1, correct?
Mm.
Again here minus 1 will be there, minus 1, and then this is plus plus, so minus 1 is already there, this is minus 1, now we are doing some plus plus, so minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to understand?
Yeah. And then plus I. Oh, this is just plus, right? So,
0, right?
yeah.
And then the current value is 0 only, so the current value of I is 0 and j also will be 0, right?
Yeah, because initially I, we know, right? I equal to 0 and j equal to 0 too. Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone understand?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so like that you can see the all the output, what will be increment and decrement, pre post and all, so this is also completed, so we have post, pre and all. So here I equal to 10, j equal to 20 and k equal to 30 is there. Just we are printing
Mm-hmm.
k value. So I equal to 10, j equal to 20 and k equal to 30 will be the output.
Yeah.
So now we completed section 1 app 2 also. So this is the next one, app 3. So here we have a multiple different topics will be there. So right now whatever we covered like local variables and then increment, decrement, post decrement, pre increment, decrement and all, and this is the section 1 app 3. So here we will cover what is static method, what all are the static block, what is static initialization variables, static variables and instance variables and all. So we will cover all this based on the programming only. So see here, this is the program of class A, and here we have a main method. So main method is a gateway. Inside that we have multiple SOPs there, system.out.println. So these all output will have a hello world. After that, line number 12, we have a public static void test. This is a test, this is method, because while we are creating any name inside this, these symbols and open close braces will be there. So that is a method, public static void main. So this is public static void main. Line number 5 is also method. Why? Because of inside that we have a argument, system a string argument type, and here we have a open braces. So open and close braces, inside that we have to write anything. So this is also method, but this is a main method. So this is a gateway of all program. So every classes should have this method. But right now others in line number 12 is a test method. How? Because the name is, method name is test, and the accessifier is public, means anywhere we can access, inside the class, outside the class, inside this package, outside this package. So that's why they declare public here. Static means once the classes will load, then all the static variable, a static method and a static block will be loaded. So why this main method is static? Because of once the classes will load in the compiler, while we are doing the Java C is compiling the program, or these tools STS or Eclipse automatically compile. So once class A will compile, immediately this static method. Yes, hello, hello. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just unmute.
Hmm. So this is main method. So main method is public, means anywhere we can access. Static means once the classes will load, all the methods will be loaded. And this is void type, means there is no returns in starting. So this is a open void, and main is the method name, because this is a main gateway of the program. So always this will be called first. And inside, what type of argument they passed? A string argument. And this is array type, means any numbers of argument we can pass, that is based on a string type. The same way we have line number 12 is a main method. So public is anywhere we can access. A static means once the classes will load, this method will call, because this is the first will call, and after that this is also will call, because the static is there. And this is a void, means no return type. There is no return type here. So if not void, then some return type will be there, like return, like this, returns and some 10. Suppose if we have integer type of, then it will be 10 and all, like that will be there. So this is a void, so there is no return type here. And in main method also not have any return type. And the name, method name is test. So this is the one method. So in a single class we can write multiple method. The first concept is single class we can write multiple method. Either we have a static method, either we have instance method, or main method, or any type of method. So what will be the output for this program? Can anyone confirm why and what will be the output?
Hello, bot.
Mm-hmm. Hello, how many times?
One time it was test output. But in this test method, we just print one time, right?
Yes, but form test we are calling one time, but we are not printing. Just SOP. The see, once we compile this class A, they will call the main method. So main method is there. Inside that, there are multiple SOPs there. This means 4 SOPs there. So 4 time hello world will be called. And this SOP is not calling. Why? This is a method. So I told already a static method will be called once the compiler will call. Once we compile the a.java file, then a static method also will be loaded. So here also one SOP is there, but that is not calling. Why? Because of A is a class, inside that one main method is there, that is gateway, and inside we are not calling this method. We are not calling, or we are not initializing after this all hello world or SOP. We need to call this method. So once you will call this method, then only this will be print, else there is no use of this. Because once we initialize here, like we need to call test method also after this, then only that will be called, else this will be no use. So that output won't be printed. Now you see form test is coming, because after this or before this, anywhere we can use inside this, after second method or second here also, before this also, anywhere we can use this test method. So once you will use this method, then only you can able to call the SOP for this. So this is like a method of a static method. So how we can declare the static method, how we will call this static method inside the main method. So you need to mention the name of method name here. If any argument will be there inside that, then you have to declare some argument here also. And only this will be called. We will see in this next program. So see here, we have a class B. So anywhere we can use method, either before the main class, main method of, or after the main method. Anywhere inside the class we can declare multiples method. Either we have a static method or non-static method. So this is a static method because this is declare public static void test, and the method name is test, and this is no argument. Suppose if any argument will be there, so that is there, like integer type or character type or float type, some argument will be there. Because see, in main method we have a string type argument is there, no? So like that some argument will be there in test method also. So this is no argument, means there is no argument, any things we can pass. So how we will call? See, right now for this, compiler will call main method first. So inside the main method we have only one SOP, that is form main, and after that we are not initializing or calling any test method. So that test method we declared here, but we are not calling inside that. So once we will call, then only this SOP will print, else not. See, form main method is there. So when we will call, we'll see in this next. So see, I told like we can use multiple methods, multiple static, non-static and all. So class C have a main method, and we have a two test method. One is test1 and other is test2, and these two is a static, and they have different SOPs there. But main method is not using this SOP, this test method. So while if they are not using this test method, this SOP will not be printed. So always it's showing like a form main is the SOP, because there is no use of test1 or test2 method, because we have not declared here some test2 call or test1 call. So that's why, and both are a static method. So any type of a static method we can use, any number of a static method we can use in a single class. See now,
So always we have to make one man method.
yeah, one main method will be always, this is the main gateway of program. If you will not write this main method, then you will get some compile time error. You can, without main method we can't run any program. So see, suppose here, see class D is there, inside that we have a main method. So compiler will go first in main method. So main method we have a SOP, means main being will be printed, and after that we have a test call. So test method is there, yeah, test method is there. So that will go for this line of, line number 5 will go, 5 will go, and then they will show, oh, this is a static void test. They have not used public, but static is there. Once the classes is load, this method is loaded but not called. But here in main method right now we are calling test. test method. So this test method will go for the line number 5, and we'll see this is no argument here, line number 12. So here also this is no argument, means we have to call this test method, and inside this test method SOP is test print, so that will be print. Again the compiler will come here, and after that it will go for the next line is 13, and SOP means main end. So if you'll run this program, you'll get the output of main being test and main. See, like this, we have a class E. Inside that we have a main method, and main method have this SOP main being, and after that we have first what we declared two method we created before, but we was not using. Right now we are using this all. So test one I created the method that is public static void test. So in the main method, compiler will go for the main method first, and then SOP is there, so that will be print main being, and after that is a test one. So they will check where is the test one without argument, because there is no argument is there inside that, nothing is there, integer type, character type, long type, or nothing. So this is the no argument. So no argument means test one no argument is there, where in the line number of 5 here. Okay, test one is there. Inside that what is there, what all are the operations? There is no operation, only SOP is there, means form test will be called. After that compiler will come again here, and after that that will be execute the next line. Again test 2 is no argument method. So test 2 no argument method is there, yes, there. So here they used public, means anywhere we can access. Here they used simple static void, so there is no public, means by default this is a default accessifier. So public accessifier means anywhere we can access. Other accessifier private inside the class we can access. Protected inside the subclass we can access, and default inside the same package we can access. So here right now a static void test2 is there, that is default accessifier. If you are not mentioning anything, that default will be there. So default test2 is there, and this will be called. Again compiler will go for this line number 13, and then we'll go for the next line. Again SOP is there, so main end will be called. So the output is main being form test1, then form test2, then main end. So like that we can call a static method or multiple static method. How we will use a static method, what is the use of a static method, when a static method will be called, how we will declare the static method, what is argument type, what is non-argument type, what all are the accessifier is there, public, private, protected, default, when we can use a static method. So these all are the concept which is the part of code Java, so that is also covered in this program. If you'll see, can you someone confirm what will be the output for this? So we have class f inside the main method, so compiler will call main method first. Inside this SOP this main being printed, after that test1. So this is a test1 as a method, no argument type, means no argument is this test1, line number 5. Here form test is there, so this will be printed. Now again compiler will go for the here, and then next line. So this next line is simple, this is SOP is like this symbols has been there, and after that again test1 is there. So we can call multiple time in the same method also. In the same program we can call multiple time same method. So again they are calling same method, then again the form test will be printed, then a SOP of these symbols, and then SOP of main end. So always remind, many number of method we can use in the single class, either static, non-static and all. Even we can use default and argument type of method also, we will see in the next programming. And many times we can call the same method, depends on the requirement of our projects and all. So these all are the basic examples we created, but in project or working professional, they can call multiple times for this methods based on the business requirements and all. So like that we have a same thing. So inside this method we can call other method also. So this is also one concept inside the method. See, suppose we have a test method is there, test2 method is there, and test2 also we are calling test1. So inside one method we can call other method also. So the same way we are doing in this main method. So compiler will see the main method first. So main method is this one, main argument, and here SOP will be printed, and then after that SOP, then we have a test1 method. So test1 method will call the compiler will call line number 5. So line number 5, this test1 will be printed, and again it will go for this next of this line test2. So test1 has printed, now it will go for the next line test2. So test2 is one more method, so that will go for the here, and then test2 will be printed, test2 being printed, and again they are go for this next line of here. So again test1 they are calling, so inside the test1 again it will go for the line number 5, and then again test1 will be printed, and then the compiler will come here because this last line number was executed test1, then it will go for the next line. So test2 will be printed. Now where the compiler will go, because here the last was there this test2. So this test2 has completed the operations because this open braces closed braces all completed. So this test2 has completed. Now it will go for the next line. So the next line is main end. So the output will be like from main being, then test1, then test2 being, again test1, then test2 in, then main end. So if you'll see the output, this is the output. So like that you can compare how we can call multiple method, how we can call method inside the method, how we can use static method like this. So in this chapters like application 3, we just created multiple business scenarios where we can use static methods and all, and how many ways we can use, what are the ways are there. So if you see here the class H main method is there. Inside the main method SOP is printed from main, then again we have a test method. So this method will go for the 5, line number 5, public static void test, and this form test will be printed. Simple. So are you able to understand this all static methods, how we are calling, how we are doing this all?
Yes.
Can we continue this all remaining?
We can start tomorrow. Continue from tomorrow.
Okay, so can everyone confirm, are you able to understand this way?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
okay, why I am choosing this way, because easily you can understand this programming also, and business logic, how we are writing business logics and all. And so also we are covering some of the basic theoreticals here, like what is a static, when to use a static, how we are calling a static, how many ways we can call a static method, can we can use multiple static method in the same class, and how we can call in one class one method to another method, or inside the method how many times we can call a static method or any other method. So these all are there in this concept. After that we'll have some other concept also will be there in the next. So we will cover the next tomorrow. Okay, from this tomorrow we will cover app 3 starting from class I. You can remind this one because till IA plus A to H I covered for this static method. So from I program we will cover. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, also you can go for the parallelly these static blocks and all through the tutorials point, because we are not just we created a one program based on that we are doing theoreticals and all. But if you want basics or more theoretical, then you can go for the tutorials point. There we have all the static block related concepts are there. Just a minute.
So Marji, we have to always put the static void, right? Public static void.
Yeah, public static void or integer. This is a return type, so you can make it as a integer a string also. Void we are printing means there is no return type. If you make it as a integer here or any others argument, integer, a string, characters or longs or anything, then you have to do some return here, like return. Suppose integer I is there, integer type is there, this is, then you have to return some 10 and all, like what type of integers are there. If you are doing
So we
integer, so
return
some
anything, we just
numeric you
put the
have to do.
void.
Yes, yes, so void means there is no return type, so that's why we make. So anything
It's
you can
depend on the
use,
requirement, right?
depends on the requirement we can use. So suppose in if you'll go for this real-time experience, so there we'll have a business requirement, we need a integer value for this particular message, like get employee information. So get employee id, like get employee id card information. So here get employee id card employee information will be the method where we have a integer type, because all the id information he want, how many id has generated particular years. So based on that, so this will be integer type, no void required here, like that. Okay, then I think
Static we have to put it, right?
yes,
There's no any change for static, right?
no any change for static. And that also based on the business requirement, maybe sometime we are not using a static, instead of that we are using instant block. So this is a static, if you put it as a static, this is a static block, or sorry, a static method. If you are not putting a static, this is a non-static method. So non-static method should be always created object, and based on the reference we will see in this next videos, sorry, next
Yeah.
videos, like next sessions. So these all will be covered in section 2. Why, how we can make it without static, how we can make it as a, instead of void, some return type or some integer types and all, and we can make it as a return type. So these all will be covered in this section part, section 2. One by one we can go. So you can go through the all the static block, just a static block, a static method, and a static variable. What is a static variable, what is a static block, what is a static method, how we can call static methods and all. Just you can go through the tutorials for this base details theoretical part from this tutorial point. Okay, can we close here?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then thank you, thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
Amarji.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye. We'll continue tomorrow, same time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.